In this video, I'm going to showcase how to import textures into Substance Painter and how you can add them to your fill layers or normal paint layers. So here I have the base of the lantern, got like a nice sort of blue texture. Might change that ever so slightly because it's a bit too bright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a rust texture. Now, Substance Painter doesn't really have many rusts, so I might want to add in my own custom rust. So you can get, so essentially if you have any sort of bitmap or target images or PNG images, you can add them into Substance Painter. Now if you don't know where to get certain textures from, you can always go to textures.com, which you should be familiar with by now, to download any sort of materials that you want. They do now actually have a PBR materials, has for like a couple of years now, I think. So you can go into here and you can find specific materials that you might want. I don't think you can actually download the full material itself to import into Substance Painter without having a paid membership, but you can download each individual texture map. So you can just go in and get the albedo, height, normal, roughness, and even ambient occlusion maps, but you do need to have a premium membership in order to get the actual material itself to import in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some rust to this base. So what I can do is go to import resources, add resources, and I'm going to get the rust ones. So here, again, these are from the algorithmic lantern tutorials. So I'm going to just import all these ones here, and you can see they're all correctly named as well. So it is worth making sure that they are properly named, and you have all different types of maps as well to use. So again, here you have, they're all undefined, so we can define what they are. So we're going to call these textures. So when we're looking, so when we are adding in textures, these will automatically come up as well. And we can add a name to this as well. So I'm just going to call this rust for pretty much all of them. So when I'm searching up rust, these maps should also appear as well. And you can say where you want to import these in as well. So you can import them in just for this current session, and they will not be there when you launch Substance Painter a second time. Import it into this particular project itself, or you can actually bring it in straight into the shelf. So I'm going to bring it into this particular project right now. So hopefully those should be in now. And what I can do is under base color, I could search rust, and you can see now these have started to pop up. So I've got this one here, so we can add that. Oops, I put it in the wrong one. Just go back a little bit. Yep, there's the one I want to put it in. So rust, so you see you've got that there. We can go into the height and also get the rust as well, so make sure we've got the height map for it. So again, it adds that detail there. We can also go to the ambient occlusion and bring up the ambient occlusion for that particular rust, and also the roughness as well. So you can see now it looks really good. The seams are appearing, but like I said before, if you use the projection options, go to triplanar, you can see those seams are pretty much gone, and I can scale this up and down to kind of like duplicate it along. So this is a really great way of adding in your own custom textures. Substance Painter won't have every single thing that you might need, but maybe you want to create your own custom textures in Photoshop and then bring them over here. You don't always have to rely purely on Substance Painter. You may want to download your own individual textures from online, or ones that you've gotten yourself. Maybe you took a picture or something. You can alter it in Photoshop. You know, create the albedo, the height, the normal map, the roughness map in Substance Paint in Photoshop, and then bring them in over into Substance Painter, or even Substance Designer, or using anything else to create those texture maps, and then bring them in here to see how they look. And now that I have this, I could just start adding in, adding in masks. Go to like say fill, and what I could do is I could just get like some grunge spots here to kind of seep that in. And you see, by doing that, adding that contrast in there, you know, I'm adding in some really great detail in there. So you may want to play around and experiment, use with your own textures, bringing them into Substance Painter, see how they work, and just keep playing around with it to see what works and what doesn't work. I mean, it's always great to kind of just play around and experiment, just to kind of really bring to life, your own models.